Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So in this video, what we're going to talk about is where to enter and exit a trade on all the time frames. All the time frames, all right? This is probably a question I get asked every day in the comments and the emails, all of that stuff. All right. So we're going to get into that. Now, before we get started, let me say, man, be sure to like this video. Show your boy some love. Nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. If you guys want financial advice, be sure to go talk to a licensed financial advisor. All right. Now, I'm going to share something with you guys real quick. If you guys have random questions or whatever the case may be, I would say shoot me an email if you don't join the Discord, right? The reason why I say that is because I just downloaded Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram in a month. I haven't posted on Instagram in I don't know how long, maybe a year. I'm not on Instagram like that. I focus on YouTube, all right? So if you guys are watching, be sure to email me. My email is in the description box of every single video. Email me over DMing me on Instagram, because I opened my Instagram and I had a whole bunch of messages from people that, let me know they rocking with me, they got a question or whatever. But these messages was like a week, 2 weeks old. So be sure to email me. All right. Now, when it comes to taking entry and taking exit in a trade on any time frame, okay? So let's say I want a day trade. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. No matter what the stock is, it does not matter the stock, right? First thing I need you to understand, okay? You need to understand where your buyers and your sellers are at. If you don't know where your buyers and your sellers are at, you, my friend, are guessing. Period. It ain't no other way around it. You're guessing. There's no calculated anything if you don't know where your buyers and your sellers are at. So, first things first, you need to know where your buyers and your sellers are at. Now, I have a tool that lets me know that. So, what do we have? We got Oracle. Let me find another stock. Shopify. We got Apple. Let's go to Shopify right here. All right. Let's look at this one. So, look at Shopify. So, we had a red candle right here. We came down. Okay. I want you guys to pay attention. We came down right here. And what we do, we bounce the next day. Why? Because we have buyers in this area. So every time we come down in this area, we're going to bounce up and we're going to go back higher. Okay. So what I want you to do is, what I would do is I will mark out where my buyers are at. So my buyers are going to be down here. So right here to right here. Boom. This is where my buyers are at. So now I know where my buyers are at on the daily time frame. So then I'm going to come down to my 6 hour and I'm going to see if we got any. Okay. 4 hour. Look what happened when we came down here. We bounced. Right. 2 hour. Okay. And then the 1 hour. All right. Boom. All right. Boom. Perfect. Now, this right here, like I said, this is where my buyers are at. But what do we call this? We call it a fair value gap. Now, I know some people be saying that, fair value gaps are BS and blah, blah, blah. But I genuinely don't care because they're so powerful and it makes trading so much easier. So whatever. All right, so this right here is a fair value gap. So you also have something called an order block. So now that we know where our buyers are at, let's say we come down to the 30-minute time frame. Boom. Every time that we come down in this area where buyers are at, what happens? We go back up. We go back up. So every time we come in this area, you enter in because we're in a fair value gap off the daily time frame. Right? So look, we came down here, you take entry, we come back up. The next day, we come back down here, you take entry, we go right back up. Today, they came down here, you take entry, and we go right back up. You take entry where the buyers are sitting at, and they were sitting at this area on the daily time frame. And then where do you exit at? You can exit at the high of day. That would be the target, your high of day. And every time, what happened? Right here, enter, it came to high of day, right? You take exit right there, take profits right there. Right here, it created a high of day. So you could have took profits right there or turn your trailing stop loss on, right? Right here, it came back down. You take entry somewhere around here. And then what happens? You take profit at high of day. If it doesn't get it, you turn your trailing stop on. This move probably puts you at 80%, 100%. You turn your trailing stop on, and then you just ride it until you can't no more. Okay? So, you find out where the buyers are at. That's all you need to do to know where to enter. On the buying side or the put side. Okay? Let's go to another example. Intel. Perfect. They created a failed to up here, right? We got sellers here and we got sellers here. So what happens? We got sellers sitting right here and right here. All right, so we got sellers sitting up in here. They came up in here yesterday, created a failed to up. So now you should be looking at puts. And then you see that we got an order block down here, so this is going to be your price target. The order blocks are going to be your price targets. All right, if you see an order block, that's where the stock is going to come to. Okay, so we come up here. So now we got this area gap mapped out, right? So watch this. 30-minute time frame, boom. So look what happens. So we gap up, right? We gap up right here. We gap up into this where sellers are at, and then what do? We sell off, right? That's how we create a 3-bar. We gap up into where sellers are at, immediately they smack it down, and then we come right back down. So you could take your entry where the sellers are at on puts, and then you write it down, and then you know where your order block is at, right? You know where your order block is at, so you can mark that out. Right? Mark that out. Boom. Now you say, okay, this is the game. This is my order block down here on the daily. This is my fair value gap. If we start selling off here, I'm going to take entry on puts, and we're going to ride this thing down into this order block. All right? They went from 110 all the way down to $99. That's a $10, $11 move. You don't have to catch that whole move, right? If you even catch $5 of that move, you winning, right? Let's go to the 15-minute, look what the price action was like. They didn't have a lot of wicks. The selling pressure was very, very heavy. So you was in that thing. You could have stayed in that thing, right? No crazy pullbacks. But this right here was a banger. So all you have to do is find out where your buyers are at and where your sellers are at. You enter in calls where buyers are at, and you take profit where the sellers are at, You enter inputs where sellers are at, and you take profit where the buyers are at. It's easier said than done, but I just broke it down for you and gave you guys a whole technical situation, and I hope that this helped you guys figure out, like, dang, this is a lot easier than what I've been making it. But like I say, you need to know where your buyers and your sellers are at. If you don't know where your buyers and your sellers are at, then you stuck like Chuck. You feel me? So, if that helped, let me know in the comments. Also, be sure to come join the Discord. All right, come join the Discord. Come trade with us. Come change your life with us. Like I always say, y'all, make sure you guys get up out your head and go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right? And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? Y'all have a great day, and I'm going to holler at you guys on tomorrow's video. Y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.